Have you ever noticed that some mornings feel heavy before the day has even begun? You open your eyes, and your heart is already carrying tomorrow's worries, yesterday's regrets, and the endless list of things waiting to be done. You hurry from one task to the next, believing that moving faster will somehow bring you peace. But what if peace was never waiting at the end of the day? What if it was quietly waiting, in the very first moments, after the sun begins to rise? This is the story of how 5 gentle mornings transformed an ordinary life. The first rays of the morning sun slipped gently through the paper windows of a small wooden house, hidden deep within an ancient Japanese mountain village. A soft mist floated above the rice fields. The nearby stream whispered over smooth stones, and birds welcomed the beginning of another peaceful day. Yet, inside one small home, peace was nowhere to be found. Every morning, Hana woke with a racing mind. Before her eyes were even open, she was already thinking about fetching water, preparing breakfast, working in the fields, and finishing every chore before sunset. Her village was calm, but her heart was always rushing. One spring morning, as Hana walked toward the river, she noticed someone sitting quietly beneath a blooming cherry blossom tree. It was Miyu, a childhood friend. The same age, the same village, the same simple life. Yet somehow, completely different. Miyu never seemed hurried. She moved gently. She smiled often, and there was a quiet peace in her eyes that Hana had never understood, unable to hide her curiosity any longer. Hana finally asked, "Miyu, we live the same life. So why do you always seem so peaceful?" Miyu smiled. "The answer isn't complicated. I simply keep 5 morning promises." Hana tilted her head. 5 promises, Miyu nodded. They're small, so small, most people ignore them. But together, they change everything. The next morning, before sunrise, they met beneath the cherry blossom tree. Miyu spoke softly. "The first promise is to protect the first 10 minutes of your day." Instead of talking, they simply sat together. Silence. At first, Hana felt uncomfortable. Her thoughts ran everywhere. The laundry, the garden, the market. Tomorrow, yesterday, everything at once. But slowly, the noise inside her mind began to fade. She heard birds singing, the gentle breeze moving through bamboo leaves, the distant sound of flowing water. For the first time, she noticed how beautiful the morning truly was. Miyu whispered, "If your morning begins with peace, your heart remembers that peace for the rest of the day." The second morning, Miyu handed Hana a simple clay cup filled with fresh spring water. "Before asking your body to work, offer it kindness." Instead of rushing to prepare tea, they sat beside the river. Hana held the cup with both hands. She drank slowly, feeling the cool water wake every part of her body. It wasn't just water anymore, it was gratitude. Miyu smiled. "When you care for yourself first, you have more kindness left for everyone else." The third morning, they walked into a quiet bamboo grove. No conversation, no destination, only gentle stretching, deep breathing, and slow footsteps. The bamboo swayed gracefully in the wind. Miyu looked toward the tall green stalks. "Do you see them? They never fight the wind. They bend. And because they bend, they never break." Together, they walked through the village. No hurry, no purpose, except to notice the smell of fresh earth, the warmth of morning sunlight, the songs of tiny birds hidden in the trees. For the first time, walking itself felt enough. On the 4th morning, they cooked breakfast together. Simple rice porridge, fresh vegetables, roasted sesame, nothing extravagant, yet everything felt special. Steam slowly rose from the clay pot. The aroma filled the little kitchen. No one rushed. No one reached for the next task. When the meal was ready, they sat quietly. Every bite was slow. Every flavor was noticed. Miyu smiled. Food fills the stomach, but patience fills the soul. Hana closed her eyes. She couldn't remember the last time she had truly tasted her breakfast. The fifth morning, Miyu emptied a small cloth bag. Smooth river stones rolled across the ground. "There are 20. Carry them," Hana tried. Within moments, the basket became too heavy. Then Miyu removed all but 3. This time, Hana lifted it easily. Miyu handed her a small notebook. "Every morning, choose only 3 intentions, 1 meaningful task, 1 act of kindness, and 1 promise to protect your peace. Nothing more." Hana smiled. For the first time, she understood. She didn't need to do everything. She only needed to do what truly mattered. The seasons quietly changed, yet the greatest change had happened inside Hana. She still worked hard. She still faced challenges. Nothing around her had become easier, but something within her had become quieter. The villagers noticed. Children loved walking beside her. Neighbors felt calm, simply sitting nearby. One evening, a traveler stopped in the village. Watching Hana tend her small garden, he asked, "What is the secret to such a peaceful life?" Hana looked toward the mountains, glowing beneath the setting sun. She smiled. "There is no secret. I simply stopped giving my mornings away. I learned that peace doesn't wait at the end of a perfect life. It begins in the very first moments after you open your eyes." The traveler stood silently. The stream continued to flow. The bamboo continued to dance. The wind whispered through the valley, exactly as it always had. The world had never changed. Only Hana had, and sometimes that is all it takes. A few quiet mornings, 5 gentle promises, and the courage to begin each day with peace.